Hello friends. In the last video, you have learned about the arithmetic operators. So in this particular video, what we'll be doing is we will be writing programs to better understand how these arithmetic operators are used and in what cases we should be very much cautious. So the last program which I have developed for you, that is our first program, we have done it on GDB compiler, that is online we have worked. And if at all you want to install the C in your system, in the compiler in your system, so you can use this beautiful IDE that is code blocks. So this is the interface of this particular code blocks. There are n number of videos you can find on internet on how to install it. So IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment. So here what is integrated basically both the editor as well as the compiler is there for you. So you didn't have to install the compiler separately and editor separately. So it is already being done with this. So let us directly move to code blocks and start writing the program. So first we'll open one empty file. We'll save it somewhere, let's say uh, first, no, this is your arithmetic operators and we'll be giving this extension C, dot C. Now, first thing first, header file. So hash include dot h. Now, then the then the function will user defined function section will be leaving and then we'll be directly coming to the main program. So int main and then the block of main and finally the successful return statement, that is return 0. Now let's say I'm interested in writing a program of adding, subtracting, multiplying and dividing two numbers. So let us first declare or define two numbers in two variables a and b. These are two variables. And then we'll be asking the user to supply these two variables. So enter a and b. We'll be using this escape sequence new line character to bring the console to the next line. Then scanf will be supplying, the user will be giving the input from the keyboard and those inputs should be moving towards the addresses of A and B. So percentage D because A and B both are integers. So supply this to the address of A and then supply this to the address of B. That's it. Now what we have to add, and then after addition we have to keep the output to some variable, let's say add. Okay, so add, and then we are also requiring to multiply. So mul, let's say the output of multiplication will be stored in this. Then add, multiply, then divide, div. Then let's say subtract, sub. Okay, that's all. So let's do first. Let's add these two numbers and then assign the addition to this add variable. Likewise, you can subtract these numbers and assign the output to this subtract variable. Then you can divide these two numbers and assign the output to divide div variable. And what else? Multiplication. You can multiply these two numbers and then assign this to the mul variable. Now let us print one by one. Printf and then percent %d. Then I am adding, let's say, returning the addition percent %d and here is equal to percent %d because I know if I add two integers the output will going to be integer. So in the position of place of first this, I'll be using A. Then in the place of this, I'll be using B, and I'll be supplying C in the, not C, add here. Now once this is done, so the console, the command should move to the next line, and I'll copy this for the next one. So here subtraction, and the subtraction is stored in the variable name sub, then the division, and this is stored in div variable, and then the multiplication, so this will be stored in mul, so we'll be fetching it from there. And let us run this particular program. So once you run it, you will be able to see that the command prompt will come out, the terminal will come asking for two numbers. Let's say the two numbers are 10 and 2. So the addition is 12, subtraction is 8, division is 5, and multiplication is 20. So it's okay. So that's how you can work with the arithmetic operators. But now there is a problem. The problem is if, let us run it once more, and if instead of using two numbers which are easily divisible, numbers which I can easily divide, let us take 13 and let's say 10. So if I add these two, I'll be getting 23, subtract, I'll be getting 3. If I divide, now there is a problem. So if I divide 13 by 10, in principle I should get 1.3. But why I am getting 1? Reason being, 13 is integer, 10 is integer, so the output will always be an integer. So that 0.3 will be truncated, it will not come at all. So how to do that? So the better thing is I have to typecast. So let I can typecast any. So let's say I am typecasting the A. So float. Now this A will become float. But there is again a problem. Though the output of this division will be a float, but it is assigned to a variable div which is integer. So again it will truncate. So what has to be done? So we have to make this variable as float. Okay, now there is one more change. The change is in the division. This is a float variable now. So this format specifier has to be changed to %f. Now if I run this program, here A, let's say 13, B is 10. So I'll be getting 1.3 now with certain precision. This is depending on the storage capacity of the machine. That is how much space is allocated to that float variable. So friends, in this way, you can work with your arithmetic operators to perform the arithmetic tasks. So in this video, till this point only, thank you very much for watching.